You know you're really something, yeah. But we get here so damn fast. Only you can tell me that, baby, cause you know I'm coming back. You're making me forget my...
Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on this channel, igama lami nguThembeli Bengu, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continuous support. So on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the expected culture shock that you are most likely going to experience when you move or travel to Taiwan. Right, so some of these are my personal experience, and then some of them you will just genuinely find them here and they might be of a culture shock to you, but do be aware of those things or these things. So let me stop talking much and let's get right straight to the video. So I made a list. Of course, I have my red notebook, which is our holy grail when we do this kind of sit down videos. So let's jump on to the first one. Number one, the one that I have on my list, I'm not gonna say it as number one because but anyway, we are going to get to it. So the first one that I'm going to share is the convenience. I know this shouldn't be a culture shock, but it is a culture shock. The convenience of having everything around you, easy access to transportation, easy access to things that you need like clinics, doctors or medication, pharmacies. I mean, I know we have access to such things as well in South Africa, but here there's more convenience. Like, life is so much easier, and that is a culture shock because when you are so used to getting things the hard way, like you have to travel 30 minutes to just get to the city, and then when you come here and you don't even have to travel more than 10 minutes to get everything you need, and everything is just in one place and it's so convenient. Like, everything is just easy. So the convenience of everything, or having easy access to things that you need on your daily life, that is one of the culture shocks that I also had. And then the next point is having a CCTV all over the country. Everywhere you go, you are most likely going to see a camera. At first I was like, what's this? What's happening? But I understand, for safety reasons, for crime reasons, which leads up to having Taiwan as one of those countries which are really safe. And you know what, I truly appreciate the CCTVs. I really do feel like they play an amazing role. And another culture shock is being black. I know this is so obvious but being black in a country where obviously it's not dominated by black people, it's like so draining sometimes, because you know there are people who still feel a bit around black people. So it's quite tricky. It's quite tricky. Like, sometimes I'm in a good mood, having a good day, and then suddenly I remember that, why are these people looking at me? And then I realize, oh, actually I look different, right? And then another thing that is quite of a culture shock is getting help from strangers. Like, it's so weird how people here are just so nice, you know? So strangers, most of the strangers, if not 95% or 98% of the strangers here, they are very helpful. Even when they do not know English, they will try to help you figure your way around. If they do not know how to speak to you, they will ask someone else to help translate, or they will just use Google Translate. So that's what I really appreciate. And then the next point, which is quite shocking, is high work expectations. Like, as much as in South Africa, yes, people are working, breaking their backs and whatnot, but here it's a norm. Like, people here, they overwork themselves. Like, a lot of Taiwanese, they work so hard. These people work, like, they work. So you get to be in a situation whereby your work expectations are really high. They expect so much from you as a colleague, so you really need to keep that in mind. And also another point is the time zone. The time zone is quite shocking sometimes, because I always have to look at the time and be like, oh, okay, so this is the time now, so maybe at home it's this time, you know. So that's, you never get used to that. Actually, you never really get used to that, because this side things move really fast. Like right now it's 1:30 Mzansi, it's still 7:30 a.m. and already I am done, almost done for the day. So you never really get used to that. So that's one of the major culture shocks, which might or is most likely going to affect some of your relationships back home, friendships, or relationships like with your family or your loved ones or your partner, because the time difference is quite a lot. It's 6 hours difference. So the next point that I'm now going to touch on is understanding that not everyone here is your friend. People just tend to, how can I put it, you know, like tolerate each other. But honestly speaking, it's really hard to find true or genuine friendships, especially here in Taiwan, because I feel like most friendships that you will feel like they will show you more love and value will be friendships that are back home, honestly speaking. So be mindful of that, and when you get this out, you realize that actually people are tricky. Just mind your own business, it's fine. Be aware of that. Okay, the next point is squatting toilets. This for me was a shock, because I was like, how does this work? But I've gotten used to it. I actually prefer squatting toilets at work when I pee, obviously, but when I, you know, do the other number, I normally use the normal modern toilets or Western toilets. But squat toilets are everywhere, you know, and it's a bit sometimes, but you get used to them. And then the next point that is also exciting and such a shocking culture aspect is having free Wi-Fi almost everywhere. Inside public transportation, we have Wi-Fi almost everywhere. So that is a very good, convenient factor. But it's quite shocking, because you're like, oh, actually I don't need to buy data. Like for me, I don't have data, but I get things done. Like I think I only bought data when I first came in January. That's the only time I bought data. After that, I was like, now I just connect wherever I go. There's Wi-Fi literally everywhere. And then the next point is no eating or drinking on public transportation. This one is a bit tricky, because what if you really do feel sick, or what if maybe you feel nauseous or you feel dizzy and you just feel like drinking water, and maybe you are inside an MRT train or high speed rail. So I know some trains, like the ones that travel long distance, they will allow you to eat inside. That's fine. But on a normal bus, maybe 10 minutes ride, 20 minutes ride, or a normal train like a local train, usually they do not allow you to eat or drink anything inside. And the last but not least point is the stinky smell that you will find when you go to night markets. But I know that you are most likely going to experience this, because usually when you first move to Taiwan, your colleagues would like to take you to a night market, right? That's interesting. They want to get to know you better, and you will want to go to a night market. I mean, night markets are really nice, but when you get there, there will be that smell, that horrible smell. When you bump into that smell, it's stinky tofu. I remember my first experience with the smell. I wanted to vomit. I was like, what the F is that? And I kept on asking them, what's that? It smells so bad. And I didn't understand, and I didn't know. Also, another thing before I forget, speaking about smells, from time to time here in Taiwan, you will just be walking, minding your business, and then suddenly there's that awful smell on the streets. I think it's the drainage, or maybe zangani stamkoko. guys, I'm sorry to say, out of nowhere, so be aware of those things. So I hope that you guys really did enjoy this video. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this video. Do look out for more videos coming up on my channel, and if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below of what are some of the culture shocks that you have realized or that you have found to be something that you are quite interested in experiencing when you move to Taiwan. Or if you are already in Taiwan, you can maybe comment down below some of the culture shocks that I did not mention on this video. And with that being said, goodbye.